trading Forex is dangerous and all of the blah 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 blah. But as you guys are part of the thing, I'll hey, look at that. Okay, trading Forex is a bit of a dangerous sport. Anyway, you can lose more than you can initial stake, blah blah. I don't know, I should probably read it off the screen. But anyway, let's get into some analysis. So hopefully I'll get these two to sync up, and I'll minimize this little me into the corner, or that corner, or that corner, or that corner. I haven't figured it out yet, but that's the thing. So I'm going to start the analysis by looking, hopefully you can see this screen there, and we're looking at the daily, the US dollar daily, or the DXY. So if you're looking to find it on TradingView, over here is so it's the DXY dollar index. It doesn't come up, but for some reason if you just press return it pops up there, and there it is. So that's the DXY. So as you can see, the daily dollar index has been rising and rising, and if we scroll down so that we get more things in view, increase to the weekly, it's been a long time since it's up here. So here, over here, when are we looking? When was the last time it was up there? It was 2003. So we're doing rather well on the dollar index. So 2003 was the last time it was up here. But as you can see, it's rather strong. So that's the weekly. Go back down to the daily. We've had rise after rise after rise. This long wick here, this was the election night or day where the dollar went down, and then it returned just as Trump said that we should all work together, and away we go. So since then the dollar's rallied, and we are looking for some sort of correction. So we're looking for bearish momentum, and so far we've got a little bit here. So this wick is longer than any of the other wicks apart. Well, that's debatable, that one there. So looking on the 4 hour, we can see that it's gained. It keeps on coming back and correcting all the way up there. So that's where we are with the dollar index. So let's start where we're meant to go on. And if you look, I wrote that backwards for the video, but don't need it anyway. So USD Jappy. So there's only two pairs that I'm trading now, thanks to a couple of mentors. I don't know if it's pertinent to mention them here yet, but as we progress, I'll be mentioning their names, if that's acceptable to those guys, who've helped me focus, and I'm really staying focused now on USD Jappy and USD CAD, just so that I can understand them, and away we go. So USD Jappy, and we're going to start with the USD Jappy daily. Now, as you can see, let me just get rid of this Fibonacci up here, and we'll add that later. So as you can see, we've had a nice rally daily. We've had 2 down days in the last 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. The last 10 days we've had 2 down days. So we are expecting a little bit of correction. So it's currently at the 110 level. I'm expecting it to gap tonight. So, and I'll be trading that gap. So generally gaps like to close. If it gaps down, I'll be trading long, and if it gaps up, I'll be trading short. But with the strength, I'm expecting that it's going to gap down and just rise higher. And the reason for that is, let me show you the weekly on USD Jappy. So scroll in a little bit, because I want to show you something which I find extremely interesting. Move across. So he is the highest and he is the lowest. So what we're going to do is just do a Fibonacci on that. Let me squeeze it in a little bit. So we've got the highest point here down to the lowest point here, and if I just run that along so we can see where we are, as you can see here, we've had a lovely retracement from the highest to from the highest point here to the lowest point here, and it's approaching the 50% retracement, or the 0.5 on the fib. So I'm expecting that during the course of this week that we might see the USD Jappy go up to as much as 112 or 112 before going down to come back down and test those sort of 109 and 108 levels. Okay, so that's what I'm expecting to happen long term, but in the shorter term, this is what I'm looking at. So if we just scroll down to the daily, as I've said, we've had a nice run in the daily, 4 hour, again, up we go. So this is a nice key level here at the 111.383. So what we do is we look left for evidence of where it's going. We have to go back quite a way, so go back to the daily, and what we've got at that 111.383 level is we've got some nice resistance here, bit of support here, support here, support here. Again, look left for clues of what's happening. You know, support comes resistance, resistance becomes support. This has hit several times, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 times. So any more than sort of 2 or 3 hits, it's quite a good interesting line to look at. So what I'm looking for is, if I scroll down a little bit further down to the 1 hour, and we'll zoom in there so we can see what's going on. Zoom into that, nice and big, and we'll come out. So what I'm looking for is bearish evidence round about this level here, in order that we can take a nice short down. Failing that, bullish evidence and towards this, and then looking for some sort of reversal candle or something along those lines to again go short. So long-term gain on this one is, I'm expecting it to go to 112 probably by this week, all being well, and then look for a reversal. But also, you know, I'm going to take the opportunity intraday to trade short and long this level. So what we're looking for is, if we zoom even further down, is you're looking for levels where you can see see sort of low level support. So you've got some here, and let me just pop up a trade that I did on Friday. So if we put a ray in here, let me have a look at it. Am I on a ray? Is that a ray? No, that's a line. What then? Earth. Let's remove that. Array. There you go, ray. So what I was looking at on Friday was I drew in a level here, and what I noticed was there was quite a lot of wicks leveling up here. So what I did is I took a short here, and I shorted it down to about here, and took several things. Then I waited. Oh, well, actually I went to the shops, and it was down to here, and then what I saw here was another level. So let me just add another ray in there. I saw another level here. This is on the 15-minute chart. I saw the wicks getting shorter and shorter, so then I rode it up again for another 15 points actually, and took my profits there. So this is the sort of evidence I'm looking for reversal candles, and it's a top-down analysis, looking from the daily, 4 hour, hourly, right down to the 15-minute to look for your entries. Okay, so that's my expectation. So if we're having a look here at the moment, we've so this is the current. So this is how it finished on Friday. What we've got is we've got a nice wick there. So depending on what happens, again, let's select a ray. So we go from here to here. So what we're looking for is, if it breaks under that, if it gaps down, then I'm looking for a long to get back up to this level, and if it gaps above that, I'm looking for a short to get back down to this, to retest this sort of level here. Okay, hopefully that's all right, and we'll move on to USD CAD. Right guys, welcome back. We're going to be looking at USD CAD now. And I think I've got I've learned a few things from doing the USD Chappy one. First of all, I talk a hell of a lot, and 2, lining up the video and the audio was a bit of a nightmare. So hopefully I'm getting better. Now, USD CAD's looking like it's going to be a great week, and it looks like it's going to be great value. Not as great value as these. Terry's chocolate orange, I don't know if you guys get them, but these were £1 each. I mean, so I've got 2. That's value. Anyway, let's crack on. So if you can see this, I'm going to count it in 3, 2, 1, go. Okay, so we're looking at here. We're looking at the weekly USD CAD, and I just want to show you one interesting thing which I found. So this is the weekly. So this is the high point of the week. This is the low point on the weekly, and so let's just do a Fibonacci on that and see where we are. So we've got a high, but right down to the low, and away we go. Now look where we are. Look what we did last week. We bounced right off the 50% retracement. I mean, I you know, these things just don't, you know, it amazes me. Anyway, so that's, I was amazed by that. So let's have a look where we are. So let's remove that and go down to the daily. Now, as you would expect, and as you can see, you know, I've got a trend line which is running from here, which ran from the 22nd of the 9th, 2016. So that's running up so nicely. We had some nice retracement and nice some lovely price action here where it bounced off this this level, the 1.31 level, and again we had some nice price action here, and we had a lovely rejection here. So what I'm expecting is that we should have a little bit of a bounce up, and sorry, we should have a bit of a retracement and test this trend line. If we break this trend line, I think we could be going back down to the 1.329 level or 1.33 level. So that's what I'm looking for, and more or less exactly the same action as the USD JABI. It's been as the US dollar's been strengthening, so is this. One thing to bear in mind though is that we do have, and one thing I didn't show you guys is if I go to the Forex factory, what I've done here is this is in the UK time obviously, but I've done a filter for this week and to show you the CAD news, the JAPI news and the USD news. So there's quite a few red folders here, and this USD unemployment claims on Wednesday should be quite interesting. And then we've got the crude oil inventories. Now that there, obviously that's going to affect the CAD quite well, so there could be some lovely trading opportunities there on Wednesday. Monday, not too much information. Tuesday, you've got the core retail sales. Now again, you don't get too excited over that, but the real one this week is Wednesday. Obviously, again, you've got the FOMC 7 o'clock meeting minutes coming out. So interesting to look at that. So let's go back to the charts. So here we are. We're looking at the daily. We'll have a dodge down to the 4-hour chart, and we can see we're getting some lovely 4-hour price action down here. And by the looks of it, it's going to come back down and retest this. It might not, you never know. The market can do whatever it wants, whenever it wants. So all we need to do is make sure that we give ourselves the best opportunity to make some money. And as the mentors say, you know, we're only looking for 10 points, so 10 pips or so. So on a move, you know, if it's got quite a large move down or a large move up, you're looking for 10 pips. Chances are you're probably going to get that. Okay, so again, moving down to the hour, we can see some nice price action bouncing off this lovely support line, and here we are in some sort of consolidation area. So down to the 15, and we see where we are. We'll zip up and see if there's any opportunities there. So what we've got here is we've got this lovely sort of medium level here. So again, we'll go on to array and we'll put that there. So what we're looking for is we're looking for price action to do whatever it needs to do around this. So look at the wicks, check them out. What I'm expecting this week is that it's going to do more or less the same as the USD JABI, to be honest. You know, if the dollar strengthens, it's going to go up, but watch out for the crude oil inventories on Wednesday. That should be a lot of fun, and happy trading, guys. Hopefully this video was was helpful. It's nice to do some analysis, and this is what I do most weekends. A lot of reading, a lot of analysis, and away we go. But if you guys want to comment or ask me questions or anything like that, you know, I'm only learning myself, and I'm finding that doing this and sharing it with everybody helps me learn, and if it helps anybody else learn, fantastic. Okay, cheers guys.